All right, so it's me, unapologetically T. I'm trying to clean out memory from my phone, so I do use SD cards, but I have like Google Photos that literally has been taking up so much space on my Google Photos account. So I've been transferring the Google Photos to my phone, my internal storage of my phone, and trying to upload those onto another to my laptop on a jump drive so that I don't lose my photos. But it's time for me to start over, start new, start fresh. And I always have the memories and the photos. And I think it's like a good correlation to like life, right? I always have these memories and these photos stored internally. However, I don't really need them to pop up and remind me of any fucking thing. I'm moving forward and just have been building piece by piece the life that I desire to live. Many might can't see it, but I can. And that's kind of why I came to do this video tonight, because like I just been struggling. Like I think sometimes we post the good times. I try to like post the moments where I'm struggling or I'm not necessarily having like the greatest day. And but I haven't been as like, my personal life as I've kind of started out. But tonight I'm just having one of them nights. Like most of you know, if you've been following my journey, you know I'm celibate. I'm having a night. So I'm having a night. It's but so much you can like, do on your own. Like it's but so much like you can, pray to God about, and it's just like I'm having one of these moments. But what I kind of been doing with celibacy is treating it like it's like how you do Ramadan, like, or how you do any other thing that you're sustaining from, like just going with those cravings, like just letting the cravings show up and just be like, well, I can't give into it. And for real, like it's almost like I'm disgusted anyway to like just have random sex. I have been transparent in my videos that like my journey for celibacy is not nothing that I feel like everybody should do. I just think it was right for me. I feel like if you are a person and you are, sexually fluid, sexually free, like do you, baby. Do you. Be responsible. I talk a lot about, getting tested, and I talk a lot about herpes awareness because a lot of people have herpes and are unaware because they're not requesting for panel testing. So like if you are sexually active, just be responsible, be honest with your partners, and like be honest with yourself. So like me doing this whole celibacy thing is just like my own little thing that I needed for me. I just know that like when I lay down with someone else, I'm taking on their energy, whoever they sleeping with, whatever they got going on, whatever they ain't healed. I don't need that right now. I'm working on myself. So like literally, I definitely, stand on my decision to be celibate, but it doesn't mean that it's not easy. I mean that it is easy. It's hard as fuck. It's hard as fuck. And definitely when you're a sexual being. And like literally, I had a partnership of 11 years. And so our relationship was like pretty much towards the end, like we weren't even kicking it like that. We literally were like roommates. And so I would feel more like when we first started being together, like definitely, tickle my fancy. I'm trying to be, like cute here, because I am not trying to get into like my personal sexual business, but like I am a sexual being. But I'm a sexual being, like I'm only sexually I guess like open with those that I'm comfortable with. So like if I'm not comfortable with you, like, and even if I do lay down and have sex with you, like it's not gonna be a fun time for the both of us. Like you're gonna probably feel like you're with a rape victim, because you are. Because you are, and you haven't made me feel comfortable. So like I would literally associate that act with tapping out and being in that abusive situation. So literally, I definitely have to be comfortable with the partner. I have had experiences even when I wasn't in a long-term relationship where I was, and then I've had experiences while I wasn't. I mean, I was in a real long-term relationship where I wasn't comfortable either, even though we had gained some trust and comfort there. So like, it's just saying all of that, it is literally beneficial for me to be celibate, because I would literally, in order for me to lay down with another man, I had to get comfortable with him. I would have to have some type of like or care for him to even want to do that. And I'm not ready to just be doing that like on some getting my needs met, like getting this scratched itched. I don't want to do that. I really, really, really has made a promise to myself that I want to wait to marriage. I feel like if a nigga really fuck with me, and he really, really, really do, because that's for real. The only reason like I am about to go out here and swap fluids with somebody anyway is if they're ready for like the long haul. So saying all of that, I'm fucking 35. Sometimes that feels hopeless because of the way society is. Like, the way society is like, I'm an old maid. If you want to go by patriarchy, I'm an old maid. And like literally, however, I do trust God. And when I started this journey, I was being told like, I will have healthy love and all that stuff, like in all areas of my life. And one thing I can say is that I trust God. It doesn't mean that I don't have weak moments. It doesn't mean that I don't have weak moments. I have weak moments. I have weak moments. I'm having a weak moment right now. So anybody who's celibate, like, literally, you feel me because you know when the moments hit, like you could be good for like a couple of months. Like, I literally been good for a couple of months. Like, that shit ain't even been bothering me. Like, man, it's just like, I don't know. Like, the urge just hit me, and I'm just like, why are you here? Why are you here? I don't need you right now. I don't need you right now. And I feel like I've been distracting myself. And that's probably what it is. I've been distracting myself with a lot of creation and creating things. Literally... Ooh, I'm starting to realize just how much energy it takes to create things. And so, like, if you see me putting out visual work, if you see me putting out spoken work, if you see me putting out content where I'm doing videos, like, literally, it takes energy. Like, I don't know if other content creators, like, but me, I get even hot. Like, I get overstimulated while I'm even talking and doing these videos, and it could be a breeze outside. I could be sitting outside. I could be sitting in the AC. Literally, I will get hot because I could just feel the energy that I am exchanging and using to do the work. So I'm just learning that, like, sometimes I don't even be giving myself enough credit when I'm doing artwork. Like, I'll give myself credit when I'm doing Reiki, and that's a lot of energy work. Like, a lot of energy work is what I'm doing. I'm literally taking energy and transmuting it into healing. I'm taking energy and transmuting it into art. I'm taking energy and transmuting it into something in this physical realm. So what I'm feeling internally, what I'm hearing internally, what I'm seeing internally, I am recreating it and trying to produce it here. Sometimes it comes out as exactly, and sometimes it doesn't. And that's one of the things I'm learning too on this journey, is just putting that shit out there. Like, I can get better the more I practice. But just putting that shit out there, like, it's been kept in and held in for so long. Like, it's just, you just got to do it. And so I've been really doing that. Just keep reminding myself, like, I am building my life piece by piece. I'm trusting the process. I'm trusting God. It doesn't mean that I don't have weak moments where it's like, really, like, God, you still got me. You still got me because I'm holding on. I'm hanging in there. And I'm hanging in there. Excuse me. I'm over here messing with this flashlight. I just feel like I'm a little black in here. I'm a little black. All right, maybe don't be talking about my darkness in this video. Ooh, it's ghost stories. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me tonight, but I think it's too loneliness. The only person I have really to talk to is my child. So literally, and I could call people, but I'm not really good with that. So I'm just going through it tonight. Look, it's unapologetically T. Welcome to the ghost stories. Look, y'all get to get some of my personality. And literally, I'm turning it off. I'm special. And when I say I'm special, I mean it on all levels. And you've heard me even say, everybody keep trying to shun me for saying the R word. And I understand. Some people use that to actually down talk people who had like severe slow processing. But the fuck, I have slow processing and I grew up being called that shit. So like, it's in my vocabulary. It doesn't mean that I can't take it out, but it just means that when I say it with love and grace, that I'm retarded. Like, I really have retarded moments. And right now I'm just being silly, and I use it a lot for being silly, like, or, you know, doing things that aren't so fast. So, but I would never call anybody that word if they told me not to call them that word. I would never call nobody that word just to like target them and make them feel bad. That's not even in my personality. But I say the word. I've noticed that white people get away with saying the word in their music and no one says anything. But when Glorilla did it, they said something to her. When literally y'all conditioned us to call each other retarded and slow, and it was fine then. But now that we say it, it's a problem. And most of the white people can't even stop saying the N-word. So literally, I'm starting not to feel like anything towards it. Like, I know my best friend was like, "Oh, I wouldn't say the R word," and I'm like, "What, retarded?" Because that's what I am. And it's like, oh, okay, because niggas be saying the N-word, and niggas be definitely and they don't say the soft A, they say the hard R. They say the hard R. So like, two rights don't make a wrong. But anyways, I'm kind of like, I understand from the context of someone with special needs. And even though I am special needs, but my special needs aren't to that level of special needs, I still had to take that word and make it as something that wasn't hurtful for me, because it was hurtful for me as a kid. And so like, I turned it around and used it as something that was a joke. Because jokes hurt less. And a lot of times you see that in my videos. I use a lot of laughter as ways to deal with trauma and uncomfortable situations. That is my coping skill. I was literally just telling my nephews, like black people are like the jokers in real life. Like, why so serious? Like, if anything we gonna do, we gonna make a joke out of something, because we gonna laugh. We gonna laugh to stop from crying. And so that's our personality type. I don't know. This video is all over the fucking place because I literally was here because I was just having a moment. Yeah, I was just having a moment in there. Like, a moment of feeling lonely. So I noticed, I guess we could talk about that. Like, when I do have cravings, sometimes my cravings literally is, I just want to have sex. Like, niggas think like bitches don't just want to have sex. Like, sometimes it is, I just want to have sex. But sometimes it's intimacy. Like, there's a lack of, a lot of times I'm missing intimacy. I'm missing physical touch. I am missing, you know, being told why somebody loves me, or like being held. Like, that's a big one. Like, being held. Like, being told it's gonna be okay. Like, I just missed having like that physical intimacy. But it's been actually, like, I can't even hold you. I can't even lie. Like, I've been having to do this for myself. Like, and it's exhausting sometimes. sometimes it's exhausting because sometimes you just want a hug from someone else. You want to, a kiss. You want to be held. You want to be told that everything is going to be okay. And I do get physical intimacy like from my child, but that's on a different level, right? So like that's on a level of, and me and her, we be hitting and missing when it's time to hug anyway. Like she's a teenager, so like baby, it be like a fighting game trying to get a hug sometimes. Like she be trying to come hug me and I don't feel like being touched, and then I be trying to hug her, she don't feel like being touched, and sometimes we want to be hugged at the same time, and it works perfectly. But it's a different type of intimacy even in that area of things. And let me do this so I don't run my damn battery out. My car already fucking crazy. Where is the keys? I need to just cut this goddamn flashlight on and stop playing. Y'all be alright. Woo! Welcome to the stories, the chronicles of Unapologetically T. I think in the beginning of my stories, those were the horrific, nightmarish stories. I think now it's more like this is healing and recovery. Like somebody would be like, she need her grippy socks tonight. I don't need the grippy socks. I promise you. Like I promise you. See, look, it just went out. The darkness. Don't be talking about how fucking black I look either. Like little racist ass black people disappear in the dark. So the fuck do you? So the fuck do your pasty ass? Anyway, I don't know why this stuff is coming out. God forgive me. But like I did have a lot of anger and rage. And I'm thanking God that like I have learned that like I'm not to force my anger and rage down deep. I am to let out how the fuck I feel, because I feel that way. Like I really do feel that way. It doesn't mean that I want to act on everything that I feel. Sometimes I do, but I have discipline and restraint, and I just wait for God call me to act or not to act. Like, I follow instructions. So literally, I've been learning that like feeling your anger and your rage actually is healthy. I literally have been feeling it through painting. So it's a lot of like mostly wordless stuff, but I did realize my last painting had words in it. But it still felt inner childlike, even though it's such an adult concept that I last painted. I felt like that since a child. And I've told y'all, like, I was a reader as a child, and so, like, I knew about a lot of Black history, all that stuff. My parents grew up during Jim Crow, so I literally know about a lot of injustices and mistreatment of Black people. My mother literally grew up where they had to walk to school. Like, she had to walk 2 miles, I think, going and 2 miles coming back. It was a stretch. And the white kids would ride past her on the bus, and they literally would still be nasty and mean and spit on her and all the other kids and like throw trash at them, call them niggers and all kind of shit. So literally both my parents grew up during Jim Crow. A lot of my forgiveness has been in forgiving myself for not honoring myself and not validating my own life experience and all that stuff. However, I have been working towards trying to forgive the sick ass people in my life, because literally they were passing on what was done to them. And my mother, I don't think, had tools in her toolbox to handle things correctly, and it still doesn't excuse her from what she did. However, I'm just working on processing that, like, I don't have to hold all of that in, and I can, allow bygones to be bygones. It's kind of hard when you're living in the situation. Like, I feel like I would have been able to be like, whatever happened between us and to let it go. It doesn't mean I have to have a relationship with her, but like by me being here, sometimes it's difficult. So, but I am definitely knowing that when I do leave, that like I don't really have any reason for the relationship. Like it's just nothing there. nothing there for real. Like it's riddled in abuse. It's riddled in like this authoritative figure, even though I'm not a child anymore. And then it's also sad because like even when I was a child, this is like how you came at the situation. But anyway, I'm learning to forgive her due to she wasn't able to like complete her mission in life. And maybe she did to her best of her abilities, whatever. I'm not God. I can't judge her. What I can do is judge how I felt, how she treated me and all that stuff. But I literally think traumatic experiences happen in all of their lives, and they pass that shit on like it was candy, and I wish they wouldn't have. I wish they would have stopped. But the beauty in it is that like at least it can stop with me, and I can only keep trying to go forward and not allow these people to have any parts of my soul, any parts of it. I do feel like literally colonization, that parasitic viral energy will try to use anything close to you to get to you. It could be your kids, it could be, people don't be just saying like it be your own kids for no reason. Like it literally can be your own kids. Like, and it could literally just be for a moment. It could be for a season, but you gotta be vigilant and pay attention. You know, be heavy on that prayer stuff. So like, I just always look at it like this damage that was done on my end though, like I'm good. I'm good on these people. I'm really good on them. But what I have to do is like maintain my faith and know that like every step I'm taking, number one, I think my main goal this season has been to literally be what my name says, and that's unapologetically myself. That's to show up authentic. I have been learning that the more authentic I show up, like for myself, even when these cameras not rolling, has been freeing for me. So it has been actually a key. So when I talk about like keys and all that stuff, a lot of people ask like how you exit the matrix. There's a lot of ways. It just depends on what's keeping you stuck. So literally, if you want to exit the matrix, I literally do videos and leave nuggets every freaking where. But if you want like a one-on-one consultation, you need to hit my business website and you need to email me and tell me that that's something you want to work on. You want to, figure out how to exit the matrix. You want to figure out how to get through things. You want to figure out your purpose. Like hit me up, email me. I definitely can provide that service for you. So yeah, like, cause it all depends on your situation, but a key for me, because I was a person who was a people pleaser and I was a person who was living my life based on what I thought society and my parents and just like society wanted and what my parents wanted. Like I literally was setting these goals for myself that even though like God had my back and let me put some of me in there too. But and that helped it actually line up and make sense. But I will say that like I wasn't showing up fully as myself, and a lot of times I wasn't showing up fully as myself because society had deemed myself like the way I would have wanted to show up would have been like not a societal norm. And it's like now I'm finally feeling like brave enough and strong enough to like just be my fucking self and be my weirdo self and like attract whoever that attracts. And it can attract some bullshit too. So like just being able to know that like, I'm protected against the bullshit as well. Like the bullshit, it can be attractive, but like I can see you. Nigga, I can see you. Like I can see straight on through you and I'm not starved for your attention now. Like even though I'm having weak moments where I just want to be held and I want to have like those intimate moments, it doesn't mean that I have to accept anything. And it's like having standards and boundaries. Like, oh my gosh, like Who knew? I had standards and boundaries definitely as a teenager. Like like a young teenager, I think I was too mean on those standards and boundaries. I think I used to scare niggas away. It was like, oh, well, there's no wiggle room in here. And maybe y'all niggas didn't need wiggle room. Maybe I should have stayed like her and I wouldn't have been in the situation I was in. But I can't regret those things because literally I learned a whole hell of a lot in the relationship with Dante. So I don't take that back. Sometimes I get upset with how he treated me. Sometimes I get upset that I allowed him to treat me that way. But like I worked through those things and I realized that like the reason I was there was because I didn't love myself. And so yes, it's true that he should have treated me better. But it's also true that I should have treated myself better. And I had these issues before I even met him. So that was another key thing that like really, really helped me process and heal from some of the things that happened during our relationship. And I've been transparent that like a lot of times like me and him were like one and the same sometimes. So it's just like being honest with myself and being honest that he was a very shitty person to me sometimes too. Like that's truthful. Being honest that I had reactive abusive ways. I had verbally abusive ways that literally was a response that I was using for a lot of people close in my life. So I've been afforded to look at my life, reflect, and realize like what are the things I needed to work on. But yeah, as a teenager, like I was strict on not putting up with that bullshit. Like I was real strict on that. But everybody get caught up. Not everybody, but some people got, can't just get over shit. You really gotta get through it. You gotta get through it or you won't heal completely. And you'll find yourself, even if it ain't in romantic relationships, you'll find yourself going through this shit with other people. They're gonna show up in different skin suits and you're gonna be going through that shit with other people. So if you are a people pleaser, if you struggle with putting yourself first, if you struggle with loving yourself, take some time out for you. I didn't want to, but God set me down. Set me down. Set me down. God set me down for real. And literally, I'm being a weirdo in the car this late at night, but I just needed to come and talk to somebody because I was already talking to myself, so that wasn't enough. So I was like, let me make a video. Let me burn some of this excess energy because I don't feel like painting. I don't feel like writing. I just don't feel like doing. I just, wish I could socialize and not even just socialize, but like a meaningful socialization. Like, so I don't want just no surface level fucking conversation. Like, I want some like deep ass conversation and shit. So like I was like, let me just go out here and make a video, which is still kind of like talking to myself because no one is here. No one is here. But it's different than talking to myself while I'm in the bed. So literally I was like, let me come do this goddamn video. Cause at least I feel like I'm talking to someone who gets it. Even if you're getting it after the fact I record this. It was for somebody to get. But yeah, like having a moment. I just wanted to be transparent and show you what sometimes my moments look like. Sometimes my moments are not filled with anger and rage. Sometimes my moments are literally this sad part of me that feels alone. She feels alone. She really feels alone. But and I've been saying that like I do feel like at a point where like I do want to stick my toe in the water and try to date. But I'm also just like in a point where like I don't know. It's like weird. Like so I'm in a point where I want to date, but I don't want these dating apps. So I literally am back at when I first started. I was like, if I do a dating app, I'd have to pay for it, which means that I had to start making money. Well, like I don't feel like I think I want to pay for a date nap. So then that means that I have to literally go outside and mingle with people, which is a good idea because like I'm social, but I'm not social. Like, I'm introverted, but extroverted. I'm only extroverted with those who love deep conversations. And typically you can't fake those. You can't fake those. I can sniff right on through your ass when it comes to stuff like that. Literally, I've pretended all my life to be surface level when I'm really an ocean. I've had to pretend to be still water, and it fucking sucks. And so I've always paid attention to people who pretend to be deep, and it shows. Your true color shows every time. Like, you either are deep or you're not. And you know, can't fake that. Can't fake that. You can be a dark ass individual and be deep. You could be a light individual and be deep. You could be one of the people that's balanced and be deep. But what you can't be is fake deep. Like, literally, we can smell you. We can smell your bullshit and lies coming a mile away. Because I'm just going to be like, Like, I could pretend that you deep with me, but I know that you're not deep. Like, I done checked out of the conversation. Like, I'm just, I'm holding on to them first words and them last words and maybe a little bit of that middle. And, yeah. Yeah. I'm going to go back onto the surface. I'll be like, oh, tomorrow it's going to be sunny with a chance of meatballs. So, saying all of that, like, I am just having a moment, and I just wanted to share what my moments look like. I'm really goofy and really silly, so like, even though I am feeling sharp pains inside, I'm feeling sharp pains inside. Like, earlier today, I was feeling like some weird shit. I was just like, you know what? I don't need this right now. Like, can we dissipate? Can that energy just calm down? Woosah. Like, I don't need this. It's not even dark. Like, it's not even dark. And it's feeling X-rated. And then it's like, now that it is dark, I'm not even feeling that. I'm just feeling like, oh, I could really use a hug. I really could use a hug. It's most of the time when I'm feeling like I just need to be held. I just need to be held. Oh my gosh. Waiting to exhale off a hug. That is it. Waiting to exhale off a hug. Literally need one of those. And I don't need a friendly one. I need one that will be laced with like feelings of love and safeness and home and you know, you gotta get to know people in order for that to fucking happen. So like I'm just like, you know what, God, I'm ready to stick the toe in, but I don't I'm hesitant. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm hesitant about that. Like, so when it's time, it's time. I am trusting God on all of this. Like, I'm trusting God on the alignment of all of this. What I can say, I don't know if I said it earlier, but I do want to reiterate it that I do trust God because I have been afforded a level of healing that I never thought I would see. And I know it's only up from here. So that definitely gives me all the fucking hope, period, point blank. Attack after attack. I literally have been growing and flourishing more than I have ever in my whole entire life. Even though I back then had accolades to show that I was doing well in life, I was not. I was rotting away inside. I was miserable and all that stuff. And it's like now that like I'm literally living my truth. I'm creating art. I am doing the healing stuff. Like, it is my fucking happy place. It is just where I was always meant to be. And I feel so good inside. I feel so good healing wise, like from my own self. Like, I just see a whole nother person when I look at myself. And it's not even a whole nother person like it's someone new. It's like a whole piece of me. It's like I still have this little inner child in me, but she's like loving and happy. She feels safe and free. Then I have this teenage raging ass bitch inside me, but she's still happy and free, and she acknowledges her feelings, and she doesn't go off on people unless they deserve it. And it's like, you know, sometimes she was a little too much, and she knows that, and she's working on that. And so like then it's like the young adult me who is so fucking sad and distraught. Like she's even starting to be more happy and, you know, realizing that we still have a chance at life, because I think she felt like, you know, life was over. Like she had failed. She had failed in her teacher career. She had failed with love. She had failed as a mother. Like she just had failed. Like she felt like a failure. And it's like now it's like being able to see that, like, shit, life is just beginning. Life is just beginning. A new chapter started, and we literally living healthy over here. We're living healthy over here. It doesn't matter the attacks. It doesn't matter who doesn't like it. It's like at this point, like I told my woo community, I was like, I don't like calling them witches, but like they are. Like they are. I don't like calling myself a witch because it's just like white man created that shit. Like, and I don't really know how I feel about that shit. Like, cause what I can't even find the word etymology on witch. Like, what is this? Like, where did it come from? Did it come from winch? Like, I'm still trying to figure it out. So if I can't figure out the wording, like, I don't know, but I do feel like the witch community is trying to take back, you know, the power in that word. So I respect that too. So maybe I just gotta get used to saying witch and it not being a negative thing. I always tell y'all like it's trauma around words. So literally my magical friends, which I am magical as well with them. So if they want to be called witches, we can just be called witches. But literally I was telling them like I just feel like I lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thought. What was I telling them? I'm having a time over here. I'm here, there, everywhere. Like, but most importantly, I'm here. That's why I'm feeling these feelings. Like, this had beef for me. Like, there's a lot of energy that flows through, and like, I don't always know what to do with it. And then I realize sometimes when the energy does, like when I am not in the mood to like create or whatever, like then that means that like I have to focus my energy on myself, and that means dealing with parts of me that feel like it's lonely, dealing with parts of me that feels like it's hurting, dealing with parts of me that feel like it needs to be freaked the fuck out. Like it's just dealing with parts of me that hasn't really gotten that attention that it wants. And so just trying to let it know that, you know, if you hang in there, you know, you trust God. You trust God. God is within. God gonna get us through this. Gonna get us through this. And just gotta keep your faith. But I think, what was I telling them people? Like, not them people, because them my homies. I was telling them that I can't fucking remember. Train of thought lost. So it's meant for y'all not to hear it. That's what the fuck that's meant. Literally, but it was something I wanted to tell y'all, but my asses don't want y'all asses to know. So I literally gonna have to keep this show moving or even end this video soon. So yeah, I'm just going through it. I'm going through the motions. I am going through the motions, and the only reason it's like this tonight is because I've been working a lot and I haven't been really like and y'all know my work is art. Y'all know my work is art and healing. I've been doing a lot of healing work on myself. Coming into myself was like a major one. Like just feeling fucking whole. I was like, oh my God. And then God be like, you ain't seen nothing yet. It get better. Like, this is just you coming together. Like, like I even had a meditation where my heart was being mended. That's why I wrote the broken heart one. My heart was being mended. I also had like this black hole cleared from me. As a feminine energy, I'm a black hole in itself, but I've learned to definitely know what that means and know how to utilize it. But this one was like, it was a black hole, and it was given to me to help me clear out things that did not belong. And it was interesting to release the black hole, because the black hole was once feeding on things that shouldn't have been there, and then like it started to try to feed on things that were healthy. So it's just like cutting ties with that, and literally, you know, doing that. There is like actual like spirituality and science is very much tied together. It's just this world, this, they don't want you to know what you need to know. Anyway, so literally black holes literally do suck up things in outer space. And so they will suck up stars and all kind of things. And a black hole that doesn't stop feeding, literally, I think does end up like sucking up like universes and stuff like that. So it's weird, because like when I have little experiences, I go look stuff up, and it'd be like correlating and shit, and I just like, oh, that's interesting. But I do think like black holes have like bottomless pits, and if they don't know how to stop, then they can devour anything in its vicinity. And I was seeing something on like how to plug a black hole and all that shit. Like, look, I don't remember. And I guess it's not meant for me to remember right now. I be reading, and I'm still struggling with reading physical books, which is my jam. Well, which was my jam. But like the phone, like I can read all day long on the phone. I can listen to videos all day long on the phone. But I'm trying to get back to wanting to do physical things. So literally, if something comes to me, I definitely go do my due diligence and look it up and see how it correlates with the world that I actually live in. And it's not that I don't live in a spiritual realm either, but it's just that like I'm here too, so I need to know how these things are correlating. A lot of my dreams, how do they correlate with here? What do you know, my spirit guides, my ancestors, my angels, God, what do y'all want me to know here while I'm here? Having been tapped in, having a direct line and a source within has been beautiful, because even when I'm not finding, when I'm looking for information, like, so if I take it upon myself and I'm looking for something and I can't find what I'm looking for, like literally it'll find me. So I think that's like really dope, and I love that. But yeah, like I keep my faith because I know, even when I don't know, like in moments right now, like where I'm having a moment and I can't see past that moment, because I can't see past this moment. I'm trying to get to the point where I was just like, girl, you trusted this far. This is a moment, it'll pass. And I've been having this moment on and off throughout the day. Throughout the day. Whoever my person is, they missing me right now, and I need them to chill. Like, I need them to either come forward or chill. Like, cause it's hard. It's hard as fuck. It's hard as fuck. It's hard as fuck. Yeah. I'm a big component of like spiritually, like, you know who your peeps is, and I definitely know like spiritually, you know, God has my person picked out. 3D wise, God has that person picked out. Like, it's the same person, just manifesting physical. But like spiritual wise, like me and that person is already connected. Like, I believe all of that stuff. So I literally do think sometimes when I'm having a really hard time and it's like I've been chilling and I've been good today, like and like I feel like it's not my shit. Sometimes like I could feel like maybe that's what my person is feeling or thinking. And that's just my take on it. I know that like having a connection with your person is real, because even when I had a partnership with my person that passed away, like we were connected. We did not have to be around each other. Like freaky shit has happened where like I would literally get these downloads or these urges, and I would reach out and it'd just be like, he could be like, at work or something, and I would call and he'd just be like, God damn, like, your antennas be built in and something, like, he'd be like, such and such just happened, and I was about to do this, do that, and like, I'm thankful you called or something like that. So like you are, I feel like if you have a true partnership, like you are connected to the person that you with. And we had those with like friendships and all that stuff. But what I be feeling like is like an intense connection, far as like feelings and emotions and all that stuff. And sometimes it be mine, and I have to like, check it out the front door. And then sometimes I feel like, well, whoever my partner is must be struggling or something like that. So that's just how I process and deal with my thoughts on things, my reality. My reality won't always be your reality, and that's fine. Um, I don't ask for your reality to be my reality. I just ask that people allow people to have their realities. Like that's it. Like that's all. And I hope that like my videos find you and allow you to be comfortable in your own reality, because it took me a while to get to this point where like I could just talk freely and do that. Like sometimes I still don't even feel comfortable talking to like friends or family like I do, because when I try, it's kind of like you get those vibes that like they're not ready for these conversations. So what I'm learning is I don't like that I can't do it, but what I'm learning is like it's not even pick your battle. It's just like stop trying to convince people. Stop trying to convince people. Meet people where they're at. And I'm having to like work on this, like meet people where they're at. You do not need to convince anybody. And I think that's when you really, 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 really do yourself some services, when you just stop trying to convince people of your reality, people of what you feel or think. And you just actually just honor it and validate it yourself. Like, it's so freeing and so liberating. But I do feel like, I wish I had more people in my life that just get it. And I wonder if I would still make these videos. I hope so. I hope so. Even if I still had people in my life that just understood, I hope I do still make these videos, just for the simple fact that like I started these videos out as a calling, and I think that all parts of my life I will always be learning. So I don't see where I would not need to make the videos, because it's just always constant growth, constant experiences and lessons and learning and loving, and things are always constantly changing and evolving. So that's that. But yeah, when it comes to family, friends, even if they are safe, even if they are the best people in the world, if they don't always understand what you're talking about, what you're seeing, what you're hearing, none of that shit, like, don't feel bad. They still can be friends. Utilize people for what they need to be utilized for in your life. I know people don't like hearing it that way. I was one of those people that didn't like hearing it that way, but like literally, I was talking about this with one of my friends, and he was even saying like literally, I feel like we had this conversation before as teenagers too, but literally, we was having it as an adult, and literally like you have friends for different reasons. Like you gotta utilize who, like what that person is best for. You might have a friend that's good for going out. You might have a friend that's good to talk to. You might have a friend that is good when you need help with money, and y'all got a understanding of like y'all pay each other back. Like it's a good loan shark. It's like without the shark. I'm just playing. But you got friends for different reasons. Like, you don't want a friend that's just for loans, but you get what I'm saying. Like you got friends for different reasons. You got friends for multiple reasons, but you got to learn how to utilize the people in your life to your best advantage, but not taking advantage. And I think that's what people get shit mixed up, is that they try to take advantage of people. Don't try to, and I ain't going to say take advantage, because you should take advantage of people, but you should not mistreat or abuse people. And it's just wordplay for real. People get caught up on wordplay, but friendships should be beneficial. Friendship should be beneficial. Partnership should be beneficial. There should not be any type of relationship that you have in your life that is not beneficial to you and is not beneficial to that person. So, like, just if you have love for a person and you know they're not a bad person, but like y'all not connecting on that part, literally, I'm learning myself, like, because I'm going through growing pains where I just feel like I'm out of touch with everybody. Like, I'm out of touch with everybody. I feel very much alone. I feel like very disconnected from everybody. Even people I've known all my life and I love, like, but you gotta figure out, like, the core reasons, like, you love these people, or the core reasons they're in your life. And I'm talking about people who are good people. I'm not talking about the abusive ones. I'm talking about people who are literally good people. But they might not, they might not be where you at. You might not be where they at. Like, it's about, like, how can y'all benefit each other? And, like, sometimes you just gotta be like, okay, well, we can do this together and we can do that together. And all that stuff. But maybe they're not the person that you vent to. Maybe they're not the person that you have fucking conversations about aliens and spiritual warfare. Like, maybe they're not that person. And everybody see this shit differently. Like, some people see angels and demons. Some people say the devil's a problem. Like me, I'm a girl that was like, y'all need to stop blaming the motherfucking devil. The devil said stop that shit. The devil said he don't know y'all. Like, the devil say you call on him one more time, he gonna come collect your soul. Like, cause he is not your motherfucking problem. Like, I've been big on this since I started this videos. Like, I've tussled with the devil. I've, stared the devil in the eyes and in the mirror of myself. I've stared the devil in the eyes of other people. And shit, I even was saying at one point, like, shit, I felt the devil was falling in love with my ass, or I was falling in love with the devil. Like, literally, I've been tussling with this motherfucker since the day I was born. And one of the things I realized is that a lot of people won't take accountability for their own actions, and they're blaming something externally out of themselves, which still can mean that there is angels and demons. There still can mean that there's a devil out there. The devil is out there. He just tempts. He doesn't force your ass to do shit. He doesn't force you to do shit. The devil can fuck with your environment. He can fuck with your life circumstances. And he can try to, weaken you by those things, those external things. But, like, he has to allow you to have a choice. The choice is yours. Devil tempts. So at some point, if you keep falling for the devil traps, you need to have a question with yourself about, the decisions you're making. I have to do that. I fall for that shit sometimes, and I be ready to fuck him up. Like, I be ready to fuck the devil up. Like, bitch, I was weak. And it's like, you gotta be quicker than that. And it's like, it's training day. It was like training day for me. So, like, my perception and my reality of life is different from the next person's reality of life. And I'm just happy that I'm able to, like, speak like this and speak freely. I've been a girlie that I'm not afraid of the devil because I've tussled with the devil all my life. And I was afraid when I first woke up this go around. I was afraid. I was very much afraid. But I wasn't afraid of the devil. I wasn't afraid of the entities. I was afraid of the fucking meat suits walking around pretending to love me and literally wanted the worst for me, but pretending to love me. That's what has scared me. And now I'm not even scared of that anymore. Like, I have realized, like, God got me. God has always had me. God gonna always have me. And there's so many other things that got me too. And I love and appreciate them. And I always keep everyone and everything in my prayers that's got my back. So, and I try to have people back to have mine. So, literally, and it ain't try, I'm loyal. Like, that was the problem. I was loyal to the wrong motherfuckers. But the ones that, once I realized you got my back, oh, you good. You real good. So, literally, that's me. That's where I'm at in this little space. I'm trying to hang in there. I am hanging in there. I just wanted to do this video. I don't even know what the fuck I'll call it because it is a hot mess. That's what it is. It is a hot mess of emotions and feelings. Like, it's a hot mess. It's even hot in here right now. I told you, all this goddamn energy. It's like sexual energy in here. It's like loneliness, sadness. It's just filled with a lot. It's like upbeat. It's like we know this too shall pass, and it's like a lot. So I don't know. Maybe somebody was struggling with some vices tonight, and those were my vices: sex, sex and lone, like trying to fill that void with someone else. Yeah, that's definitely a vice for me. So like, if I can get through it, you can get through it. We're gonna do this together. We're gonna stay on our paths. I have not smoked still, so I'm doing good with that. I have not had sex still, so I'm doing good with that. And I'm just having a moment. I haven't, been frolicking with men at all, period. Like, not even kicking it on the phone and kiki ha-ha. And I've just been literally spending time with Latifah and doing Latifah. Like, being a mom and loving myself. So I'm proud of myself. It's been a journey. It's been different, but it's been healthy. It's been healthy and needed. And I know when the time is right, God will send me who I need. Cause I do want to, but I'm still hesitant. I'm still hesitant. I don't know. I'm scared. And I'm not scared of much anymore, but I am scared of that. I think mostly what I'm scared of too is that, like, are you ready? Are you ready to be able to hold your boundaries? Are you ready to, like, are you secure enough? Because, like, baby girl was insecure as fuck. Like, ugh. And I was just angry at everybody and everything. I just had a lot going on. Like, so it's just like, are you stable? Are you sure you're stable? So, like, it's not even just always the outside things of why I'm hesitant to date. I'm hesitant to date because there's fucking needles in the pool. There's shit in the pool, and there's piss there too. But I am also aware that, literally, I could dodge all that if I have a nice set of boundaries that I can uphold. If I am secure enough in myself, if I love myself and I'm actually, solid in that foundation is what I'm saying. And I feel like I am. But you don't get over the fear until you actually try some things. So, but I don't think I want to do dating apps because that feels like very much giving like hookup. And I don't know. I don't know. But I do know that I'm ready, like, to move forward with my life. Like, I'm 35. I'm only getting younger. I'm only getting younger. I like how I speak to myself now. I'm only getting younger, and I would like to, like, have a family, get married, and all that stuff. So the things that I want are achievable. They are going to be manifested. And I am going to continue to put work in myself. And I'm going to continue to remain faithful and disciplined. And I know deep down in my heart, I'll have everything I want and more. Because that's what's always being told to me. And I believe that. And you're going to believe it too when you see the shit. You're going to be like, that girl seemed like she was crazy out her fucking head. And look at her. Happy as hell. And I'm already there partly. I'm already there. You just don't see the material things. But internally, it has cleaned up a lot. I am so much better than last year. So, good night. I was having a moment. I hope this helped you get through your moment. Because I think this will find those who are having moments too. Bye-bye.